My name is Kamata, Joseph Kamata, and this is my wife. Her name is Joyce Wanjiro. Joy, that's how we call her. And we have been married for 5 years, and it's been a lovely and great experience together. We have 2 kids and still building the family. And me as Kamata, I'm in entertainment industry, so I run a music school called Kamata Music School. So and she's also in.
I'm a makeup artist,
Yes.
a part-time makeup artist. My page is Makeup by Joy Kamata. Yeah, I have a master's in strategic management and a degree in marketing, but I have a passion for makeup. Yeah.
I was a pretty good guitar player.
We met at a karaoke. He was a host at a karaoke place in Meru, a certain hotel. So we went out.
And I also used to play guitar there.
But mostly you are the host. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
and I
how
also,
we met.
yeah, so I love music and entertainment and all of that stuff. So we actually met, in a group of friends. At that time I had just started working. I was an accountant during the day, but I used to get some shows to host karaoke. And I would go with the guitar. Kwa nilimchezea guitar akasikia venye nimevuta kawaya hapo akaingia box. Yeah, so
It was quite a journey. I think I met him that night. My friends, we hooked up with my friends. Then they told me there's a karaoke in Meru town, a certain hotel. Then we hooked up. He was the host. I think during the mutual friend we had knows him. So he hooked us up. Actually, he introduced me to him. After there, during karaoke, I think it was around late night. Actually, he asked for a dance. And that's how we exchanged numbers during that time.
yeah, at that moment there was just some sparkle, and we changed numbers. We stayed for about 2-3 days, and then we said, just having conversations over the phone.
2-3 days actually you started texting me.
Same night.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, kwani nasahau. I texted you the same night.
Actually, that is it.
Yeah, so that's how the spark went on.
Actually, our first date we went for some pizza in it was called that place near Nakumat.
Yes.
There was a pizza place there. So our first date we actually did pizza and some nice juice there. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So that's how our dating began. So as soon as we started dating, some kind of a spanner was thrown into the works. She got a transfer.
To Embu.
Yes, she
That's
got a
it,
transfer
yeah.
to Embu, and I was working in Meru. We were both working in Meru, but she got a transfer to Embu, so she relocated. So I helped her do the relocation. But now we were now separated by this distance. I live in Meru, she lives in Embu, and now I started doing
But
this.
you used to try. You used to come actually maybe twice a month, which was a good thing.
Yeah, so
for the
now I
relationship.
had to figure, I started doing these trips, going to Embu, and her should occasionally come to Meru. And because of that distance, because from Embu to Meru is quite a bit of a distance, we'd make arrangements. I travel there over the weekend, and then on Monday I'm at work, she's at work.
Yeah, during that period while I was in Embu in Meru, our relationship actually had some ups and downs. At some point, we actually parted ways for like a year.
No,
Actually, for like
just a few months, I think.
almost a year, 9 months, around 9 months. But actually, we tried and worked it out. It was a really difficult moment for us because we still missed each other. He used to text me once in a while. I reply what, but at the end, love won. Yeah.
For us guys, you you might find yourself allowing the dating to continue indefinitely. Yeah.
Actually, I'm the one who stopped that. I told him now, this is a new year. We are starting, I think it was in early 2013. In my resolution, I told him, no, we can't continue this long, prolonged
what
dating.
happens is,
Yeah.
it's guys who go and propose to the chick.
I didn't propose.
No,
I
I'm
only
saying
told you.
I'm saying it's guys who go and propose. But now the official version, like, will you be my wife? Which of course I had to do that, and that's what I did. And we made a very nice.
But it's after I told you, where is this
but
relationship
it's
heading to?
but actually, it's actually the chick who's like in this relationship.
I had to push for this thing.
Huh?
For a lady, somebody can actually date you for 10 years and they're not saying anything. So I told him, this year you have actually to decide where does this relationship actually stand. Yeah.
So manze kuna vile
Hakuna pressure nilimuweka. Ladies, you have to pressure that man. Not actually pressure, but you need to put your stand on. Yeah.
So I was still enjoying doing those weekend trips from Meru, driving down to Embu, and then back, and this dating was was going on, and we reached a point, and she's like,
actually June. In June, I remember that time. In June 2013, he actually proposed. It was one of those Friday evenings we went out. Actually, I didn't know he had bought a ring. So we had gone for those fun moments. Then actually he went down on his knees and he proposed. Yeah.
Yes.
I think some of the challenges were the long distance, because we used to see each other like twice a month. And for me, actually, it was not a nice thing because he's a karaoke host. Especially on Wednesdays and Fridays. On Wednesdays, was it?
No, just
You're
Wednesdays.
hosting on Wednesdays?
Only.
I thought it was like twice a
No,
week.
once.
It was once, huh?
Yes.
I found that very challenging for me, especially the distance. And at that point, actually, we had to make a decision of either I relocate. So I had actually to quit my job and actually go to stay with him in Meru. And that is the time, actually, the process we planned our wedding. Yeah. We actually had to make this challenge. We had actually to see how we can subside this thing of long distance relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, long distance had a set of huge challenges.
Actually, it was very expensive because from Meru to Embu, the fuel costs, the shopping and all, to housing, yeah, it was actually very expensive for us.
Yeah, there was of course the cost factor, and also there's someone you love and you're living distant places. You get to see each other rarely, so actually you also feel a bit uncomfortable. You don't know what's going on in the other
Especially
town.
when he doesn't pick his phone.
No, I'm a pretty good phone picker.
Please, no. Especially the one day I actually surprised him. I actually traveled without telling him that I'm going. He was living in a 2-bedroom and actually slept on the other bedroom. Then in the morning I was like, surprise! And actually he was very surprised. Yeah.
So and you found that I was a very good man.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
We wanted to do our wedding within a reasonably short period.
Actually, we planned for 5 months for our wedding.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so the moment we decided we want to do our wedding, it was like, pop, we go for it. So we quickly, we had to, within a relatively short period, plan for when to go and see her parents.
The first visit, that is.
Yes, the first visit, Natukapanga. So I informed my family that wajipange, we are going to Joy's home, and by then of course I had gone and met her mom.
Both our parents are saved, so the whole process was actually very smooth. Hakukuwa na kusumbuana. It was just actually a smooth running of 2 Christian families. Yeah.
And kutoka hapo nikapatiwa muhiki.
Yeah.
After the function, and from there we went on straight to planning the wedding.
Yeah, we started the committee thing.
Which actually we did it within like a period of about 1 month.
Yeah, we had very supportive friends actually from Meru. Both our families were very supportive. And our friends actually supported us so much. We did those committee things, and we were able to actually hit our target.
And again now, another challenge which possibly sometimes I tell guys who are about to do a wedding, kushikanisha ratio na wedding is crazy because now you need
Actually, that's what he did.
you
so
need
it
money
really
for
drained
ratio,
us.
you need money for the wedding. So I actually needed to be well loaded so I can take care of the ratio
And the wedding.
and the wedding at the same
time.
time, you know, within a span of about a month or less.
Yeah.
Because we did our ratio and did our wedding like pretty much almost immediately after.
Yeah.
So it was a financial, you know, quite a financial challenge test, but we were still able to do a beautiful wedding.
Sure.
You know,
And also commuting from Meru to Nairobi to come do planning, because our wedding was actually in Nairobi, in Karura.
and we are living in Meru.
And yeah, we had to travel actually almost every weekend to come meet the service providers. Yeah, actually it drained us a lot. Him being in the music industry, actually it's favored us because most of the costs were cut.
Yes,
because
yes,
he
you know,
has a-
you know, we are guys who provide the sound and equipment and entertainment.
Yeah.
So
So
our
for
wedding
us,
was ilishika sana in terms of entertainment. We had
True.
the best of entertainers. We had the best of
Of the MC.
you know, the best of MC, sound, everything. And guys who would still want to, you know, who would still want entertainment for events. We are the guys.
So came our wedding day. Before actually when we were planning, actually I'm the one, he chose black. I love yellow. So
There was a hit song, Black and Yellow.
so our wedding was actually black and yellow. The theme was actually so lovely. Yeah. That morning of our wedding, actually the night before it rained. And I was like, oh God, Aki invoice inyeshe mchana. And actually God was faithful. It didn't rain that day. It was such an exciting day that morning. Then I remember one of the challenges when I arrived at the church, I looked at the decor, I was like, oh my God, what is this? The decor person actually disappointed us. There was no ark for the bride. And I was like, this is bad. Yeah.
You know, actually, in a wedding, as you know, the couple that's getting married, it has two dimensions. You're excited, but at the same time, you're like, you know, you want everything to go well. You want
Yeah,
everything to be
sure.
perfect. You want from. There are some really areas that we really had strength. For example, in our wedding, we had a very good MC time. A very good
He
timekeeper.
was very timely.
Everything was timely. We
Yeah.
from the moment we went to
Church
take the
by
mohiki,
10,
we were in church in good time. Our pastor from Sifa Meru was
there on
very
time.
good on time.
Actually, we got the refund of 10,000. If you get late, we actually were able to get the refund of 10,000.
Yeah, so we were very good in timekeeping.
Yeah.
Entertainment was way over the top, was completely on point. Samawati band, which is a part of us.
Yeah.
You know, we had great live band, great sound. We had
Great food.
the food was awesome. There was actually
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
food,
food. People
yeah.
couldn't finish food and
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah.
So those were, you know, some of the things that really went right. But again, you know, when it's your wedding, you actually sometimes tend to see the things that are going wrong, almost more than what is going right.
But the only thing that went wrong was only the decor.
So it's only the decor we had a bit of a, we
Challenge.
felt a bit uncomfortable, but everything else was going perfectly well.
Yeah. Actually, we started now the journey of marriage. It was not really easy, especially the first year of actually adjusting. You know, there is this habit of men. This is we call it the place for putting the dirty clothes. They will just come and drop the socks just beside the laundry basket. I actually had a problem with that. Until now, I still have that problem of dropping clothes just beside the laundry basket. Yeah.
Mtu ashaoa, sasa si sasa maisha hii.
Yeah, those are some of the challenges, but actually I can say marriage it has not been a bed of roses, but it has been quite a good journey. We learn from each other each and every day. He's such a loving husband to our two kids, and yeah, it's quite a good journey. Yeah.
Yes, so we when one of the we had to make some adjustments as we now started we got married. We actually relocated to a bigger house. We made a bit of adjustments to fit into the new environment of marriage, and from that we actually had friends who very much supported us
and actually our pastor is very supportive from Meru, Pastor Isaias. He's this pastor who does follow-ups for couples. Actually, he used to visit our home oftenly to know what are some of the challenges we are going through, trying to take us through the marriage process and all. And actually, that really has helped us.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Our church was quite a central part of our church and our faith. It was quite a central part of what actually built a marriage and the social circle we were in. Most of our friends were friends from church. We'd associate very well, and our pastor was there for us. So that was one of our major building blocks of what formed a good foundation of our marriage in the very early years.
Yeah.
And and again, it's many experiences. It's this person that possibly has been brought up a bit different than you have been, and you're now living together. So there's a lot of adjustment to do.
Actually, we are so different. So I actually had to adjust a lot of things. Yeah.
Kwanza alikuja nyumba ikabadilishwa kila kitu. You know, when you're a man, that's when you realize the house is not yours. You used to think the house is yours.
Yeah,
everything was rearranged. All the things I used to love and put them in certain places, zikatolewa, zikapelekwa zingine zikarushwa kwa store.
There were those flared trousers that he used to love wearing. Actually, he has a passion for old clothes. I actually have to hid them, because I'm like, no, you're not wearing, No,
and my guitars, you removed all of them, were taken, I think, to the store.
I know, I didn't do that. But at least I left one, because the sitting room was too busy with too many guitars. Actually, we have 5 guitars in our house, and he only uses one. So I felt that we need space, Yeah.
Yeah. So the those changes and adjustments that were being made, and at some point nikafika a moment of realization and self-acceptance that this house is not my house. So I have to give her leeway to arrange it the way she'd want, and yes, that it's still a difficult realization that I have to live with to this date.
No, okay, just say the truth, Becky. Like him is a little bit, let me just use a polite word, he's a little bit disorganized. So I was trying to organize him, because like in the wardrobe, the way you fold t-shirts like this, he wants to take the one that is down and then he pulls it like this, and all of them zinaanguka chini. So I have to do the rearrangement. Until now bado navumilia.
Sasa siwe haja ni t-shirt tu chukue uende kwenye unaenda.
He can't pick the top t-shirt. He has to pick the down one.
You know me now, those you're kupangwa and being arranged to, you're being fixed to live in a certain structured way.
It's not a structured way. Actually, it's a more organized way. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And that's the beauty of marriage. Unapangwa.
Well, I don't know whether that's beauty. I'm any pressure. Marriage is there's something like the changing season, which still life is like the changing seasons. There's some rainy seasons, kuna time ya jua, sometimes it's cold, and I'd still make a comparison of marriage to such. But there are times when things are very nice, very rosy, everything's going perfect. Actually, there are days, my wife and I would just have this discussion and wonder what makes other people's marriage have issues. Our marriage was going so perfectly well, mpaka tunaulizana, watu wanakuwa na beef ya nini? Because at that time you are feeling each other, you are so in love, everything is so perfect, you're just feeling awesome. Na kuna wakati ingine, unashangaa ulikosea wapi. So it's good to be open-minded and accept that there's going to be those times when you really don't feel each other, and there's going to be those times when you're really, really into each other.
My advice to the people who are dating and those people who are planning actually to get married, or those who are looking for spouses. Um, with marriage, I can say it's about commitment and work. Both of you have to actually come together and think of what do you guys want. You have to come together and agree on certain things. Actually, in marriage, there's a lot of compromise. You have to compromise a lot. You have to, sometimes even when you don't feel this is the decision I want to go with, you have to actually submit and actually accept what your partner is saying.
Especially when you're the man.
Not all the time.
In marriage, women win all the time.
No, we don't win all the time. The thing is, sometimes it's about compromising, and actually coming to what can I say, at the center on what as in it comes to, like, you call it a center point, whereby this is not hurt, this one is not hurt. Yeah.
So there's a lot of
a lot of work to be done in marriage.
There's work in marriage, but also have fun. We have this habit of I take her for movies. We go out. We have dinner.
We have Tuesday nights.
I take her on holiday. Nights. When you're living with your woman and you are able to, you work hard to make sure that unamuspoil kiasi. That also kind of put some rows on there.
Yeah, actually I can give points on that. Actually, we have like Tuesday nights we go for movies in Garden City. On Tuesdays there are offers for movies. Actually, it's usually the prices are half. We discovered that, so we said we are going to make our Tuesday our movie night, and actually it feels good. It feels like we are dating again. Yeah.
So there are little things you can do when you're married, and just to bring that dating thing back. Spending time together, going out to sometimes social functions, having friends. We have some very good friends we have some good friends who usually meet like monthly and have some time.
Sleepovers.
Have some very good some nyamas and some nice food, and we get to have a good time, and that becomes a good fabric for marriage.
Yeah.
So to my very lovely wife, first of all, I'm very thankful to God for bringing you to my life. It's been it's been a lovely and it's been an experience, and the 5 years that we've been married has opened my eyes, and every time when I look at your beauty and when I see what God has given us, I thank Him, and I love you very much, and I want to continue loving you until we grow all together and raise our kids and become an instrument of change and become an instrument of a positive influence in this world. So as we continue to live together, may God be our lead, and may my heart always be drawn to you.
Wow. To my husband, wow, it's good to hear such beautiful words from him. He has been a wonderful husband. He has a big heart. He's actually selfless. He has a big heart for people who hustle him. Nitumie. He has a very big heart, and he has also a big heart for his family, and I love him for that. He has been a wonderful husband for the last 5 years, and I love him so much for that. Actually, I can't trade him for anything. Him being my partner has been just a wonderful journey. He gives me happiness every morning when we wake up, and I feel this is the right man that I chose. I don't regret actually being with him. I'll still marry him again and again if I have to choose who to marry again. Yeah,
and that goes my lovely sweetheart. Sure.
Come on, babe. The last time I bought you 42, it didn't fit. I bought 43. I no. Yes, it's actually the same. Yeah. No, unapenda kulala.
So guys, marriage really works. And don't be afraid of marriage. If you find someone you love,
Go for it.
Find somebody to love and love them. And marriage is God-given, is ordained by God, and it works. And you have to work it.
Actually, that's true. Marriage is work. Every day you have just to work.
Work on your marriage, love your partner.
Pray for your marriage. Pray for your partner every day. Pray for your family. Let God be the center of your marriage. Yeah.
And have good times together.
True.
And that is what marriage is about.
Yeah.